So, not gonna lie, definitely was my preference that Mats went home. I started working early. We went by the porta potties and stood in the sun, and people were like, what do we want to do? And I think it was people from the 2 remaining groups from last night's challenge. And I said, well, out of that group, and we were all people from the battleships. So the battleships group is trying to stay together for as long as possible. And I don't think the other side are as connected as we are. We're really running with that. So from the battleship people who were in the 2 remaining tribes who made the deal, we were like, who is not in that battleship group? And it was Mats and Maya. And I'm getting along with Maya. Maya played in another game that we both played. Can You Survive? Different seasons, but we're familiar with each other. She knows that I've played in these games, so we kind of have a thing going on. So it was Mats for me. And Chase came over. He was throwing out Maya's name like hard, and I think he kind of potentially put off a few people. But he came to me later. He's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm voting for Mats, and like, really want to work with you. So I was like, it's like, I felt like it's a little like backpedaling, but I appreciated that he was willing to come and do that. I know that Corey has the beware advantage. Don't know what it is, but I know he had to dump the bucket of water on him. He said that Mackenzie knows and Maris knows. Jameson approached Maris and Mackenzie about us being a 4. So that's like a 3 with 1 guy on either side. Eric, Dewan, and I have an existing thing, so I feel good about them, and they're all with me in this vote, which is great. Mariah and I kind of just like locked in. I sat with her on the first day and was like, I recognize you. And so we had that little thing. She opened up that, you know, she has more to do with this event, and I told her I was aware, but I appreciated her sharing. So we kind of have a thing. So I think that I'll be okay in this vote. The person that I'm trying to get to go is Jay, who is part of our original group. It's not because I think that she'll write my name down. It's because we're switching up every round. I want to win immunity at some point. And whether it's performance or just like general energy in the group, I think that that's not a person that I would necessarily want to be on a tribe with if I want to get the win. So though she's part of our majority, even if we take her out, we still have a majority. I don't know what the breakdown is going to be moving forward. But we made sure she didn't go around the first round. And in my head, I was like, because that'll make her an easy vote next round. You know, Mats is the hard one. And I kind of essentially lined that up. So I was like, fingers crossed we could just like get through this vote, have that happen, and move on to the next one, because I'm ready for immunity and I want to eat something.
So you're coming off hot on an All-Stars game and now jumping into an extremely long Survive game. So how are you going to pace yourself for these back-to-back games?
The first game ruined my confidence. I'll say that. I was so eager to play with big characters and have my threat level really like tampered down. But the funny thing is that I think everybody just kind of like clicked with who they liked, and unfortunately, like, I wasn't fitting any of those molds. The format of the game was really difficult to manage because we were constantly switching. So this one world thing of everybody switching every round is a little triggering. But I'm feeling confident about the actual connections I've made personally, which is great. Like, really like Vandy, liking Maya a lot, and I think Vandy likes me as well. Eric actually said Vandy really likes you, so like I have to make sure that that doesn't come off too clicky, because Mariah even picked up on that. Renzo was like, we're both immigrants, like, let's make sure. And I know there's a little bit of like playing into that kind of thing, so I'm just like realizing that this game I'm being able to make more connections than the last one, and it's really serving me, because I think that's going to really help me getting into the end game. And then at that point, I'm going to really have to start picking sides, because like it's going to be like dog eat dog. And I think that there are people that I'd like to get further in this game with. I know Riley really likes me. He keeps on telling me, let's go to the end. I don't care if you beat me. But I'm like, okay, sure. But I'm just kind of like really hoping that being a social person. Oh, even Anna came up to me. She's like, I really want to work with you. I'm like, wow, because you're a really loud person at camp. You rub people the wrong way. I would love to work with you, because it's a great person to have around so that it's not me. So really working my social interactions.
And any final thoughts or things you have to tell production?
I'm still considering that it's going to be really cold tonight, so something warm would be great, and food would be lovely.
Love. We're bringing the champagne now.
Love.